Well, hello. It is Tuesday. Yesterday we did lesson 3 of our EL learning, our expeditionary learning, and we have been doing a close read of our book, The Most Magnificent Thing, and we're going to continue to do some close reads of our book, The Most Magnificent Thing in our lesson 4 for today. Yesterday, we looked through pages 1 through 6, and you had to answer the question, how do habits of character help us do our work? And I wanted you to focus on the first two, initiative and collaboration. Think about, how did the girl use initiative and collaboration in the beginning of the book? Did she get started right away and start coming up with a plan? Who did she collaborate with? Who did she work with? Today, we are going to read pages 7 through 13 for our close read. And today, our question is going to be about the girl and how she did or used a habit of character in this part of the book. So let's get started. Now, remember, our learning targets that we're working on all this week is I can look closely at the illustrations, which are the pictures, and the text, which are the words in the book, to describe how the girl tries to build her magnificent thing. And then I can listen and respond to my classmates' friends' ideas. Remember, when you're looking closely and you're a close reader, we do these things. We look closely at the pictures. Then we reread the important parts of the book. We listen carefully to the words, and then you answer questions, which we're doing all this week, about the words in the pictures. And I want to tell you, friends, and we'll talk more about this during small group, we do this for every single book you read. If you want to know what happened in a book, or if you are reading a nonfiction book about tools, you look closely at the picture and you reread the words so that you know what happened and what you learned from the book. That's what learning from books is all about. So let's go ahead. When we meet during our small group, we'll do a think, pair, share. We'll talk, what does it look like to reread the book? And what does it look closely, or what it looks like to look closely at the illustrations. Today is Tuesday, so we'll actually work on this when we talk about our own guided reading book. And we will be writing about our guided reading books today. So come prepared and ready to write. So let's look at pages 7 through 14. I think I said 7 through 13, but we're going to look at closely at pages 7 to 13. I'm going to read the words to you, and then I'm going to show you some of the illustrations. Now, if you need to see the illustrations a little bit more closely, I'm going to try to post some of those in our Google Classroom. And also, you can go back to last week's read aloud and pause it to see some of the pictures and hear the words again. So let's start with page 7. It says, the girl tinkers and hammers and measures while her assistant pounces and gnaws and chews, because remember, her assistant is her puppy. So there she is. She had started on her work. So she's starting to make her magnificent thing. She probably showed a lot of initiative with that, right? Okay. The one habit of character I want you to think about what the girl is doing today is perseverance. Let's see what happens. When she finished, she steps back to admire her work. She walks around one side. Her assistant examines the other side. It doesn't look right. Her assistant picks it up and it gives it a shake. It doesn't feel right either. They are shocked to discover that the thing isn't magnificent or good. It's even kind of sort of okay. It's all wrong. The girl tosses it aside and she gives it another go. Is she persevering? Sounds like it. She smooths and she wrenches and she fiddles. So basically, she's working with her thing. Because remember, they tried it out. It didn't look exactly right. Her assistant circles and tugs and wags. So he's trying to help out too. Oops, sorry, Miss Clark's trying to help you see the pictures. When she's finished, she stands up and she takes a long look at it. Her assistant gives it a nudge with his paw. The thing is still wrong. And so she decides she's going to try again. So that's 2 times that she didn't really like it. And she's going to try again. The girl saws and glues and adjusts. She stands up and examines and stares. She twists and she tweaks and she fastens. She fixes it, she straightens, and she studies it. There she is doing all those different things. Okay. Let's see. She tries all different ways to make it better. She makes it square. She makes it round. She gives it legs. She even adds an antenna. She makes it fuzzy. She makes it long, short, big, small. She even makes it smells like stinky cheese. But none of them are magnificent. And that's the page that it ends on. Now think. This is your question for today. We're going to do this part later on this week, right? So let me go back to it. I'm so sorry, friends. What did she do? How did she persevere? She was working really hard, right? And they shook it and they wiggled it and they said, no, that's right. So she started over again. And then she worked at it again. She said, oh, it's not it. And it's not quite it yet, but is she persevering? Is she persevering in this part of the close read of the story? Think back. Think about what I just read. So your assignment for today is, how did she show perseverance in the pages we read today? How did that girl show perseverance? And then remember, these are all of the ways you become an effective learner. You show initiative, you collaborate, and you persevere. We are going to add the word perseverance to our word wall today, but your assignment on your own paper is, how did the girl show perseverance in the pages we read today? All right, I will see you shortly for your guided reading group. And if you have any questions about EL, I'll be happy to answer them then. Have a good day, friends. Work hard. I know you always do. Bye.